What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are talking about Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie because we got a few new details about it. Not a lot, but we'll talk about the few details that we received, and then we're going to do that very, very dangerous thing called speculation. We're going to speculate as to what could happen and what impact Kevin Feige could have. And then you will be allowed to clip whatever I say and then use it against me in 6 months when I'm completely wrong. But that's what we do here on the internet. So let's get into it. So the first thing is first over here on Deadline. It says, Loki executive producer Michael Waldron tapped to write Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie as part of new deal with Disney. It says, after penning Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and serving as head writer for and executive producer on the upcoming Disney Plus series Loki, Michael Waldron is looking to stay in business with Walt Disney Studios in a big way. Sources tell Deadline, Waldron has been set to write a new Star Wars feature film that Kevin Feige, president of Marvel Studios and chief creative officer, will develop and produce for Lucasfilm and Disney. This is one part of the recent deal Waldron signed with the studios that will keep him in business with Disney for some time. Disney declined to comment. And then it kind of just goes into a lot of different things. This is the first piece of news about Kevin Feige's Star Wars film since the project was first rumored in the fall of 2019. Lucasfilm recently announced several films at Disney's Investor Day, including Rogue Squadron with Patty Jenkins. However, this was not one of them. It's interesting how they didn't mention that. And it just kind of keeps going into a lot of other different things. But that's what we know right there, is that this guy has been hired to write it, and Feige will be producing and obviously be the creative effort behind it. And that's all we know. It's interesting that that wasn't announced with the big Investor Day announcement, because you had so many Star Wars announcements. So now here's where the speculation comes into play. So internet, if you are very offended by speculation, please just turn away right now or go find a safe channel, because this is dangerous territory we're going into. Pure speculation right now. Okay, so Kevin Feige has clearly created something absolutely phenomenal with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it does seem like the Marvel Cinematic Universe is running on fumes right now, running on empty after Endgame. It doesn't mean that there won't be some really successful films that are released, but it does seem like they have really gotten the most out of that. Now we know Kevin Feige is a big Star Wars fan. What does this mean? If this film, which was not announced with everything else, if this film is successful, what does this mean? Does this mean Kevin Feige could potentially take over Lucasfilm from Kathleen Kennedy, something that has been speculated for a while? Obviously, it seems like they're wanting to go with this Marvel template with Star Wars. It seems like they're trying to do something of sorts with that with Star Wars. You have the Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni universe. I think that Kevin Feige would be a great person to head up the entire studio. Obviously, I'm not a fan of Kathleen Kennedy. I think she is a really bad executive and a bad leader and a bad creative person for Lucasfilm. I do not think she brings anything to the table. But again, we're only speculating right here. Also, the fact that Rian Johnson's trilogy was not announced was something that a lot of us held on to go, boom, he's done, it's over. And now, out of nowhere, here's this Kevin Feige announcement, and it makes me wonder, is Rian Johnson really done? I mean, I hope so. But this is a random announcement that wasn't with that big announcement, so we'll see. The other big thing is, will Kevin Feige bring in Queen Brie Larson? Will he bring Queen Brie Larson into his Marvel-style cinematic universe, into this, whatever, the Star Wars film? It will be a disaster if he does that. He will lose all credibility if he does that. And this is someone that's spent years and years and years building his credibility, because even if you have problems with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I don't think it's the greatest thing ever, but I greatly enjoy a lot of the films within it. Even if you do enjoy it, or even like me, just respect it, if he brings Brie Larson into his Star Wars movie, he will lose all credibility. All credibility right there. It will be out, because, again, when you're making these films, when you are producing these stories in these universes with a pre-existing IP and stories and characters or whatever, and your first and your first mission is to bring identity politics into the fold, you've already lost. So I've talked about Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is something that is fantastic, and it does everything. It does everything the right way. It honors the pre-existing IP. It honors the characters. It honors the stories that was established in the past, and it brings them into the, the current timeline. And it introduces new characters who happen to be diverse. And you, as the audience member, love all of these characters for different reasons. And it begins and ends with telling the story for the right reasons and introducing the characters to the story for the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. If your first goal is to introduce diversity and representation into a story, you've already started on the wrong foot. And bringing Brie Larson into the equation will not signal someone trying to put their best foot forward to tell the story. It's going to be for the wrong reasons. So we'll see what happens. But there's the speculation part of the video. If you did not survive that dangerous, treacherous path of speculation, I sympathize with you. I do apologize. It was very tough. It was very tough to listen to that. Very, very scary. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this Kevin Feige thing. Is it a one-off? Is it just him directing a Star Wars movie and then he's going to be one and done and he's gone? Or is this part of a bigger situation that could be taking place? Let me know. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.